What up, what up? This is Lumi, joined by Ailson, and we are in round 1 of group A, B, C, D, E. We're in group E.
A, B, C, D, E.
Gotta make sure we learn the alphabet here. We got Turtleneck versus Gaara. We are 1 round in already. And looks like this is a blue-red splashing green versus black-green splashing red.
Yeah, time to take a look at the deck list.
I see a time triumph in hand already, so leaning on one more than the other. I actually can't look at F2, F3 yet because I just joined the game. But before we look at the decks, can you tell me anything about the players? Do you know anything about the players?
I've seen Gaara in quite a few tournaments. You know,
Okay.
he's a good player. I have not seen Turtleneck though, so I believe probably a qualifier player.
Yes, I believe so. One thing I can tell you is that Turtleneck sweater's very comfortable.
Thank you for that.
Yes, I used to own one. Not sure what happened to it, but I am sad that I don't have it anymore. So my spirit animal is with Turtleneck.
What does that even mean?
Anyways, today we also learned a couple more names of creeps. So we'll be able to call them out. I still haven't looked up Disciple of Nevermore though. But I have a feeling that he doesn't have a name.
I have a feeling too.
Yeah, if you're just a Joe Schmo, if you're just a Disciple of Nevermore, you're not important enough to have a name.
Or you're so dedicated that
You don't need a name.
you don't need a name. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Soul of Spring.
Soul of Spring.
We'll dive to another Tower Barrage coming up next. You know, Gaara planned for this. He knew. Alright, checking out deck lists. Anybody's deck look more impressive, better?
It's kind of hard to tell. I feel like Gaara's deck like doesn't really have ways to push damage.
Uh-huh.
Am I wrong by looking at it like that?
It has a Red Mist Pillager. And a Tiber. In terms of creeps. Yeah. You know what? I just don't think this deck is that powerful for Gaara's deck.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like it can work, right? Like it's kind of hard to say like it doesn't really push damage. There's no big damage pushing cards, but I mean it can work, right? There are ways that blue can clear out the way for red, and then red can just hit tower.
Right. But those cards are not in his deck. So the ideal blue-red deck is that you have really strong red units and red creeps, and really good AoE from blue to clean up and go, right? I'm just looking at the deck list. The red cards aren't that powerful. You're playing Ursa and Sven, which are okay. And then your blue
you got
cards...
an ogre.
Alright, you got a ogre. And then your blue cards, you don't have that Thunderstorm. You don't have the... I mean, you have a Friendly Fire, but these are not exactly stellar reasons to be in blue either. So, overall, I just feel like this is a... I guess he's just...
Kind of weak.
Kind of weak cards, yeah. He didn't really offer good cards, it seems.
Yeah, and then on the other side, Turtleneck, you know, he's got 3 disciples. Like if he manages to take control of a lane, I mean, he could push for 80. He can push for 4. He can take a tower really quickly if he ends up dropping one. You know, he has options.
Yeah.
There are win conditions, and obviously the Time of Triumph, like the super powerful one. So
he's got the early game. He's got the late game. I really love the fact that he's got the All-Seeing One's Favor plus the Soul Spring as well. It really combines nicely with the 2 very squishy Debbies. Just makes him have... I mean, look at this board right now. It is rough. It's all set up by the previous turn Soul Spring to weaken all of these guys. And Gaara's gonna have to use defensively on a battlefield control.
oof.
With that said, though, I do want to say that his item deck is pretty good. If he could actually get up to like Ring of Terrasque or a Red Mist Maul, I feel like that will give him the longevity he needs to kind of stay in this fight. But Gotta earn some gold first.
I think he's gonna have to draw like friendly fire.
Exactly.
I feel like
Fire next
yeah,
turn.
I feel like without, well, he doesn't need it next turn, but I feel like without friendly fire, it's like so difficult for him to open up a path.
Okay. We got a Verdant Refuge. Let's see. I think the only lane that currently affects combat is this lane. So Gaara could throw it in there. I guess the one nice thing you have is that Burning Oil is very good against those 3 Disciple of Nevermores. But apart from that, ain't great.
This poor Sven is gonna die. Nothing you can do.
It's gonna try to take one with them. Okay, keep the creep alive. This is the only one lane that Gaara is doing okay in, but he's not really even pressuring that much. And Turtleneck could just throw down a Steel Reinforcement and call that the end of the day. Nope. It's gonna just hold on to it for now. Has the cloak available to keep Debbie alive. And gonna drop down my boy Saguri. For the face. For the push.
This'll help with the job.
It's actually really unfortunate that Gaara loses both his red heroes on the 6-mana turn. Can't really cast the Tox Arm Ripper. For the viewers at home that aren't following, we have risen as casters, and we are now learning the names of all the creeps. So not only are you getting the best strategic analysis out there, you're also learning some lore. That's a price for 2 for 1.
This is just like real life. I'm so bad with names. I already forgot most of them.
I got it on a piece of paper. I'm bad with names too, so I gotta write it down.
Writing down names.
Oh, this is
I
a
wouldn't.
great
I
check.
can't. Ooh. Yeah.
Wait, there's a Seraphim Shield. Why did he buy a Seraphim Shield? Is he gonna do the Seraphim Shield TOT combo? Is that a combo?
I mean, Seraphim Shield is pretty good against his deck, right? Because I'm pretty sure he looked at his deck and he's like, you know, if I put on a Seraphim Shield, whatever lane I'm in with that shield is not going to do.
That is true. But he's winning. Do you need Seraphim Shield if you're winning? Also, are you surprised by the fact that in the patch where all the items got buffed, Seraphim Shield did not get changed?
I can't wait to cut.
That's probably because it's in a good spot. It works.
I think that it didn't get changed because it will be a super annoying card. Imagine if it costs like 10 gold and you just like bought 3 of them. The game just goes on forever.
Yeah, I think at 13 gold it does what it's supposed to do. I think the item is fine. Like,
Oh. I'm surprised that we didn't
don't-
see
I
the
don't think-
zombie come down.
oh yeah, to block more damage.
Yeah, that would have blocked 11 for a zombie. I guess he's saving it for the last lane. Sorry, you were saying that it's in a good spot.
I understand my orders.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of all the times it's been played, and it's just like
I'll give my life for the
when you need it, and you look at it and it's like 13 gold. It feels about right. A lot of feel that way. Kind of like a good example is like Claymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you really have no other option and it's in the side shop, then you're like, okay, I can pick this up. But Seraphim Shield is, you know, for 13 gold, when you pass by this card, you're like, I might need to turtle or something like that, and then you can just pick it up. It's actually worth 13 gold. So I think it's fine they didn't touch it.
Do you put down the Seraphim Shield here as well and be like, yeah, no damage happening here?
Nope.
Dude,
You
Seraphim
You
Shield
just hold it.
plus Steel Reinforcement seems ridiculous.
I mean, it's basically a vesture, right? 3 armor.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Not exactly like your armor, but close enough. So Gaara can save his Venomancer, which will be pretty nice. And then Murder Plot comes out, or Disciple of Nevermore comes out.
I need to stay on the field as long as possible.
Oh, did you hear that? Veno says he needs to stay on the field as long as possible. That's correct, Veno. Good assessment of strategies.
Oh, nice little play coming out. Always play the zombie first. It's going to trade with the Oglodi in 2 turns.
Or 1 turn, in this case. Got a little help from the creep.
Easy.
There's a Murder Plot.
Alright. See ya.
Hold.
Hold it.
I'm just thinking, how do you win this game?
That's a good win condition.
Well, I don't know how he's gonna get there. We are closing in to TOT territory next turn. I think
Yeah.
Debbie.
However, Gaara has finally created a strong enough board state where he can push damage. Sort of.
That is true.
Is it going to be enough? I don't know.
Ooh. I like putting the Ursa in that lane because that's the only spot, and it'll start chipping away at the armor of Mazzy.
Yeah, I agree.
And he also has a Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is going to be good, actually, in both the middle and the right lane, because it's going to be guaranteed in front of a hero. Turtleneck, let's see if he can draw any green cards. He finds 2. That's great. Savage Wolf will be great here. You probably could save All-Seeing one's favor for a later lane.
What other blue cards does Gaara have? He hasn't drawn any of his Soul Venom, which is kind of unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, especially in a lane where it's sort of free, like you kind of have control.
Alright, this wolf is unstoppable.
You know, I just realized that Gaara has a Et and 1 for me in his deck. So
Yeah, but...
if Seraphim Show comes out, he could copy it. And truly, we will have a Resident Sleeper on our hands.
Dude. Double Seraphim Shield feels so bad.
Alright, we're gonna see a Teleport Out. Takes 11. This red hero cannot die this turn, simply because he needs the Time of Triumph. So I imagine we're gonna see Turtleneck deploy both heroes in that lane and then go TOT.
Ooh.
Good Sucker
Sucker
Punch.
Punch.
But ooh, this is how you win creep fights. This is rough for Gaara. Okay. You know, if you don't look at the hands for both players, you could actually make an argument that Gaara is winning. Like, he's doing okay in most of the lanes. Actually, I say that. That's not true. He's losing left and right. He's only doing okay middle. Okay, Veno's gonna go into the left lane. Oh, we're gonna see.
I like this deploy. Yeah, this is pretty bad for Gaara.
Okay, he's gonna give up the middle lane, which makes a lot more sense now that I look at it. And that's gonna make that burning oil also quite useless.
Force surrender in 30 seconds.
You know, I recently found out what's the best way to wake up to get your brain going, and I'm only slightly saying that because I feel like you're not awake yet. So you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Yeah. You wake up a bit early and play a game of Dota chess. That should get your brain going. Well, at least for me, because I use my brain to play it. I don't know about you.
No, I actually did that in the past. I would wake up and I just play something random. So I definitely understand that. I'm actually not that bad right now. I actually feel pretty awake.
Okay.
I'm just secretly eating while.
Oh, well, you don't have to secretly eat. You could just openly eat and tell me, and I got you.
Oh, okay. No. That,
We are a team,
I'm,
you know?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
We a team. I got you.
All right, your turn to eat then.
I already ate, man. I'm prepared. Prepare caster. Alright. We're going to see a friendly fire coming out. The wolf will not die, but will die eventually in combat. So this is actually interesting. I think TOT is almost always the right play, but he could have, for example, Satyr Duelist and procced Soul Spring if he cares about the wolf. But yeah, this is just better. And I think that was Gaara's most impactful play when it comes to blue. So this tower is dead. And Sven is going to need to hold somehow in this final lane by himself.
I think you have to TP out right now, right?
Yeah. I would TP out, and I think I would have actually played Verdant Vestige on the right as well, because I just feel like he needs all the help he could get in that lane.
There's a little bit of help coming out. Just a little. Ogre Conscript's pretty good.
Let's see. There is a clear to deck, and there's an Ogre Conscript. Probably Ogre Conscript is necessary to start killing some of these creeps.
I make this work.
I have a feeling the Seraphim Shield would not get played. Ooh, the Slay.
Well.
Slay kills your creep, loses your hero, and you take 7 more. I guess
And it ain't over yet.
yeah.
Still
Satyr
play one
Duelist.
more time.
Satyr Duelist, by the way, his name is called Trivia.
His name is Trivia.
Yeah. I have to double check that one because that sounds dumb. Why would you name your kid Trivia? I'm gonna go back to the collection real fast after this. Alright, we're gonna put Dabby on the left side. Turtleneck is in complete control of this game. I don't see how he loses this.
Yeah, not only that, he still has Seraphim Shield in case things go south. And he's got Demagicking and Blade of the Vigil. Yeah. Not looking good. You can still Venom here.
I see Sven on one side, and I see a Blade of Vigil on the other side. And I just, again, I think we had this conversation yesterday. It's like, who's got the better Sven? Yeah, Turtleneck could demaging him on here. And probably move his units around. Like, you TP out a Lycan. If that's even necessary at this point.
Let me set up some defenses for you.
Oh, this is just rough.
Yeah, this is no mercy mode right here.
Could BM by putting down the Seraphim Shield. I'm down for that. I mean, that's from your secret shop, right? You're not even giving away any information. Alright. Takes the tower. And Gaara facing down. A lot of lethal on the right side.
Look at this. Not even losing the tower.
Huh? Now he is.
Has to play a God Strength, which probably didn't really matter anyways.
Alright, exactly lethal. I like it. And Gaara thinks to himself, hey man, I got a Springwood. I could keep myself alive. This guy's called Springwood, by the way.
Got it.
But joke's on you, there's 2 disciple.
I'm glad that the naming is consistent.
What do you mean?
Well, Springwood is very much like what a treant would be called, because Treant Protector's name is like Roof Trellin or something like that. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like following in that same vein. It'd be kind of weird if Roseleaf Rejuvenator was called something like
Tom?
Tommy or
Tommy.
Joe.
Joe is the Rose Leaf Rejuvenator. Oh man, it would be funny.
It would be funny. It'd be weird.
All right, Disciple. I hope he did the math. I assume he did the math. Yeah, that looks like enough. and Seraphim Shield. No? Oh man. Yeah. So that game is how I feel about Seraphim Shield. It did exactly
Like the thing is that you're right about is he shouldn't have bought it because he didn't need it at the time. Seraphim Shield is only good when you actually need it. Like you need to stop pressure.
Yes.
He wasn't in pressure at all. He was just wrecking the entire.
You just donate 13 gold to Richard, and it was so good enough. In terms of series, I don't see how Gaara wins this. Well, maybe that's not true. I feel like if he stalls really well with Verdant Refuges and you get a bunch of wards going, and Turtleneck doesn't draw his late game, then that could go. But I feel like you need a lot of good things happening. Just looking at the hand, right? I see 2 all-seeing ones favor, and I just feel for Gaara. I just don't know how he breaks through 2 regen every turn. I think Omni.
He does have a win condition here though. There's a red mist pillager in hand. Like,
oh yeah.
It is doable, but you have to break through some lane, and both of his red heroes are in lanes that are just not going to break through anytime soon.
He needs to protect that red mist pillager like
at all costs.
Like a brand new card, dude. There's no dents and scratches on that one, especially against a deck with 2 Devies. I don't know. It's gonna be rough protecting him, but you gotta do it.
All right, here's the play. You only red mist pillager once you get 2 verdant refuges in 1 lane.
All right.
That's how you protect them.
So safest place to deploy Veno is probably right, but that's also the least valuable lane.
I think you should just go into the first lane.
And hope for the best.
Well, you don't have to hope for the best because you have 2 battlefield control in hand.
I kind of like just going to the right and just play Dimensional Portal and just say, look, this lane's mine from this point on.
Okay, I mean that's fine. You do have to secure a lane.
Yep. And this looks like a really good turn to play All-Seeing One's favor.
Oof. Clear the deck, not going to do anything. Once he sees that all-seeing favor, you should just pass.
Yeah. Again, I see cards like Clear the Deck and I see Blade of the Vigil, and I'm just like, man, Blade of the Vigil is so good.
Blade of the Vigil, so good.
There's some consideration here. I think he's thinking about playing Coordinated Assault.
I don't know about that one. I'm pretty sure he's going to end up playing all-seeing one's favor at the end, at the end of this, because every other option gets your Debbie killed, and you don't want your Debbie dying right now. So going this route is perfectly fine. You don't kill the Sven, but next turn you can just no accident him. So
I agree. I mean, when you could save a hero with very low cost, you probably should. This early into the game.
yeah, I mean the thing is, there's even more value than that, right? Your creep is trading for nothing.
Yep. Okay. So the interesting thing is, do you play another All-Seeing One's favor right here, or do you Savage Wolf and start, slowing down this push? I personally like the All-Seeing One's favor.
I think I would just play the favor as well. He's gonna pass.
Oh, he wants initiative. That's the third option.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, we were talking about this last turn. He's respecting Sucker Punch as an option from his opponent because he did see it last game, right? That would be pretty brutal if Gaara has it.
Ooh, so Gaara is basically making the trade here, going here. He's gonna get no accident on his Sven, but Tower Barrage is gonna trade Debbie.
Well, he doesn't know that he's gonna get no accident. I mean, Turtleneck could play around it entirely by playing a Traveler's Cloak first. It depends on how sure he is of things like Sucker Punch and...
That's true.
Yeah. It's actually a very interesting mind game.
It's time to make a guess, basically.
I think in situations like this where I don't know my opponent's hand, I would generally just take the guaranteed value, which is this play. And now Gaara is essentially forced to play Tower Barrage. And at the end of this exchange, I still think Turtleneck's very ahead because he has, again, the all-seeing one's
The
favor.
region, yeah. Look at these creeps, man. They just can't die.
Yeah.
You could even heal if you wanted.
Yeah, what do you heal?
The creep in front of Jimui. So it takes him 4 turns to kill the creep.
I'm okay healing myself here. No, he heals the creep. Nice.
I think you heal the creep because like you've already seen his deck, right? There's actually nothing that can hit you for 6, so you're perfectly fine. The only thing that can kill you is a friendly fire.
Ooh, the battlefield control for a melee creep. Dire straits right now, man.
Yeah, we are in Strug City right now.
Well, you know, it's really hard to play a Red Mist Pillager when you're losing.
Not if you clear the deck, then you lose a little less.
Okay. I imagine Pololo is going to come down.
Yeah. Pololo, let's go.
You know, Pololo is actually one of the most hype things around. Okay, there's I clear the deck. I'm also okay playing Coordinated Assault here. I feel like that's sort of like Pololo. No, I'm gonna see Pololo here.
I would have been okay with either.
Yeah.
I think like Coordinated Assault kind of preps you down the line, but he probably opted against it because it's not going to get much value in this lane with how it's going.
By the way, I would have played Pololo to the right of Debbie instead of on the left side. Simply because if you ever play Coordinated Assault, I feel like it's slightly better value to get the 2 attack onto Pololo. Because if a random melee creep lands in front of Mazzy, then there's a lot of damage being blocked. Looks like Turtleneck's gonna give up that right lane, rightfully so. And gonna focus on winning the other 2 lanes. So does not have that Time of Triumph, that is his big card. Really good creep spawn here though, for Turtleneck. Widening that board on the left side.
You say that, and then there's one creep in the middle. Oh, never mind. No curves.
Is it
Would
gonna
have been
land?
funny.
Yep, I told you it's gonna land right in front of Maxi. Oh man. Okay.
Alright, Ring of Invincibility.
Such a good card, actually. I think he's thinking of whether he could safely Savage Wolf. What cards he needs to be afraid of? Remote Detonation is kind of scary. So he's going to cloak up first. Alright, and now that seeing this, you could safely play the Savage Wolf.
Or
Even more regen.
even more regen.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I would slay this and play Disciple of Nevermore.
You don't even have to.
Oh, you could
right?
just slay it, right? You don't even need to... Let's see. Against this deck, you want to slay the Tox Arm Ripper as well as Springwood. So maybe slaying right now is a bit aggressive. You're probably going to take the tower anyways. So
I mean, if you want to take the tower, just play Disciple. I think.
that gives you 8 more, right?
Oh, Mortar Plot works too. Like he can do it in a lot of different ways.
All right, got the tower.
Actually, playing Murder Plot probably makes the most sense because he has more options with Coordinated Assault when he needs it.
Sure. Alright, Verdant Vestige is going to go into the first lane. And I do imagine Gaara is going to deploy both his heroes in there as well. Gaara is splashing for a Divine Intervention. That's very overzealous, I think. Because Divine Intervention, as we saw yesterday in Wife Coach's deck, is to me a very situational card. And when you're playing as a splash, you only have the one lane that you can play in, so it's really doubling up on the situationalness of the card.
What are the options here? Intimidation is a thing.
Yeah, you could push away the blue hero.
You know, I feel like with what's in Turtleneck's hand, he could just stall this lane, play for mid,
And go 80 there.
go 80 there. Yeah, look how strong his damage is.
I agree. So in terms of stalling the lane, I would probably play the second all-seeing one's favor. And you
Yeah.
could probably no accident a ward or something, or you could just chill. Chilling seems okay too.
Yeah, chilling seems fine. I mean, actually, I like killing a ward.
Well, it's just that your creeps are killing it anyways, so...
Ah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay. You can just chill.
Yeah. Alright, God Strength, dealing 2 damage to creeps. That's... That's a rough one, man.
Dude, he has 9 damage. And he's only doing so little.
Yeah, heal the wolf, dude. Keep it healthy.
Oh no, that wolf is gonna die. He's gonna lose armor. Give him Jasper daggers.
We still need a patch where you could give creeps items. You know, these creeps have names, right? So... Oh man, the battlefield control for another creep.
Yeah, I think with that, you're just fine.
Yeah.
You pass. You know your opponent is stranded. You disciple next to Pololo, and then you coordinate assault first, and then you disciple next to Pololo.
Holy shit. My room is shaking from the thunder.
Is it thundering right now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It is Armageddon right now.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, I still think he could go for the play.
You can still go for it. Yeah, I agree.
Remember when I said you should drop Pololo to the right?
Practice makes
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to that for a bit. It's missing a bit of damage.
Look at that. Look at that Pololo. 6 damage.
That's the biggest
That's
Pololo I've seen.
If you're Turtleneck, do you just intimidate yourself here? Is that too
No,
crazy?
I think it's better to save your Intimidate for the right lane. Left lane. In case you somehow, like, die to something. I don't know what that even something is. Because he's getting out of this lane regardless, right?
That's true. That's true. I mean, only difference is he's got to wait. Oh, 1 gold off of Red Mist Maul. Oh, the 2 creeps in the mid lane.
Yeah, he's dying middle now.
Yeah, 2 creeps in the mid lane is actually going to kill. Because that's another, what is that? 8 damage. And then if he plays any card, any black card, he's going to get even more damage. Because
Yeah.
one is going to go next to Debbie.
Well, no, they could all go left, I guess. Do creeps always spawn to the right?
No, it's just random.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the
chances of that happening is quite
the
high.
chances are too high. Yeah.
So he could no accident Pololo to trigger the coordinated assault.
You can also slay.
Alright, which one of us is the 1 IQ? Between... Okay, friendly fire does very little. You could kill Mazzy with friendly fire.
You might as well, right? That's like the best play you have right now. Actually, is it? I don't even know if it's the best play you have. I feel like not only are you dying mid, you're also dying here. Like, you're not pushing anything. I don't know. This feels very awkward.
Okay. There is that kill. Push for 9 damage.
And then he's gonna get blocked. He's gonna drop his Satyr Duelist here.
I don't think Turtleneck cares. Turtleneck's gonna just pass. As long as he sees the fact that he has lethal.
That's true.
Wait, does he have lethal? He doesn't, right?
No, he doesn't actually. Oh, he has. Wait, let me see. So he has his Jasper,
That's 2 more. That's
and then he
35.
has no accident, which is 6. So
Yeah.
it's 8. It's not-
So, not enough. Yeah, so he should play defensively here. So you go Duelist, and then another all-seeing one's favor.
Another all-seeing one's favor. Oh no, the short sword.
It's okay. He keeps the wolf alive. The wolf is the true MVP.
Triple all-seeing one's favor. Oh my god, his whole lane has Heart of Tarrasque, dude.
Alright, I think you just pass, right? You're happy with...
Yeah, he's fast.
Wait, hold on. Slaying gives you more damage, right? No joke. If you slay the creep on the right...
Slaying gives you...
4 more.
It gives you 2 more. No, it just gives you 2 more. Because if you slay the 4 damage, right,
Oh, you
technically
get-
you're
okay.
getting 6, yeah. You're only getting 2 extra.
Alright. That would be a cool lead, though. Did you see on the Reddit, there's, like, people are making these puzzles now?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the idea. You know that one card game called Duelist
Yeah?
from a while ago? Duelist had those puzzles you had to solve as well.
Yeah, when
and-
I play Eternal Card Game, they also had those puzzles. It's just, like, super fun to go
Yeah.
through.
I wonder how they're gonna if they do pick up the idea, like how they're gonna do it well in Artifact. Because when I did the Duelist one, dude, that one was so hard. Some of them were so hard to see.
Yeah, it's
And I
like
feel
spot the lethal, right? It's a
Yeah.
very easy one to do. Alright. That is the series. Gaara will go to the lower bracket. Turtleneck will move on. I think Gaara, just looking at his deck quality, is going to have a tough time moving out this group. I haven't seen the other 2 decks
Yeah.
yet, but this deck does not look powerful.